All right, we're going to keep it moving and see what Hakee Robinson's Ksoo's attorney has to say about this. Oh, wow.
Your community, up until
He said he doesn't give a F about his
this
kids.
point, seated right there, right?
Say it again?
Your community, your family, those people that know you best in this world are in this courtroom right now, right?
I don't think so.
You don't see family sitting there?
Nope.
You don't see Hakeem's mother sitting there?
Oh, yeah, I see her.
Now, of course, she knows you, right?
This
Yeah,
guy
she know me.
is...
A moment ago, you said that you are a two-time convicted felon. And let's jump into the first time. In the year 2000, you were sentenced
My
to
goodness.
262 months in federal court, correct?
Yes.
Hakeem was an infant at that time, right?
Yes.
You go away for roughly 10 years.
Right.
Now, you said a moment ago that, well, that you disagreed about cooperation. You got what's called, the government filed a 5K, right?
Yes.
Wow. He said he's got no family in there.
And a 5K specifically is when somebody has provided substantial assistance in the investigation or prosecution
I've never
of
seen
others.
anything
You
like
agree
this.
with that?
Yes.
But you disagree that you got a reduction because of cooperation?
No, I don't think I disagree with that. She said testifying.
All right. You snitched on other people, you got a reduction, right?
Yeah.
All right. So years later, this case comes along. You get charged in the McCormick case. You get charged in the Rothermill case. And you initially plead not guilty, correct?
Right.
You fight the McCormick case for a period of time, right?
Right.
You have your attorney involved in depositions knowing the facts of the case, correct?
Yes.
And then your attorney comes to you and says, they're threatening to charge you as a principal.
Objection, Judge.
And the grounds?
Privileged communications.
Okay,
For him to waive, Your Honor, not the government to say.
okay. Well, then I'll leave it to Mr. Abdul Robinson Sr.
There was a point in time when these two murder cases are pending that you learn that the government is now trying to leverage you, threatening you with charging you as a principal in the Rothermill case, right?
Yes.
And that would have meant a life minimum mandatory for you, right?
Yes.
So, you agree, you cave, and astonishingly, for the second time, why is it that you only grow a conscience when you're looking at hefty prison terms?
Objection.
Sustained. Just ask a question, Mr. DeCoste, without commentary.
Previous
come on
case, you
now.
were looking at life, you cooperated to get out of it, right?
Yes.
That's a
Once
good
again,
question.
you're looking at life, and you decide to cooperate to get out of it, right?
Right.
Now, you're hoping that the recommendation is going to be that you serve for all of your crimes only 76 months, right?
I mean, yes.
All right. That's what you have in writing with the government, right?
Yes.
And you've
What a piece
served
of
the
work.
majority of that time already.
Right.
So that means that within a short couple of months, maybe 12, you're going to be back walking the streets of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That was the price of your testimony. Right?
Right.
You had to cooperate and implicate your two sons, but it got you out of custody.
You say implicate them?
You had to point at your sons. Let's back up for a second. At the point in time that they leverage you with life on the Rothermill case,
Where's
they had
Tara
already
at?
arrested your
Bring
son
Tara
and
back.
said that he was the one that committed it, right?
Oh, no. No, you confusing me.
Okay. Let's break it down. You said a moment ago that the government sent a message to you that they were going to basically indict you on the Rothermill case and that you were potentially looking at life. You then decided to cooperate. You remember that, right?
Right.
Okay. They had already, on this case, through the evidence, through the depositions that your attorney was at, they already believed that Hakeem was a shooter, right?
Right.
All right. So it wasn't something that you came forward and like, hey guys, let me help you understand the case. You just agreed to their narrative.
No, I didn't agree to their narrative. They asked me what the conversation was when I picked them up.
Okay, let's move on here. So, at that point, though, they had already pointed the finger at Hakeem, right?
Right.
All right. So you just continued with their case. Yeah, I'm going to point at Hakeem. He was a shooter, right?
Yep.
I can't agree with that.
You also pointed out your other son,
Yes.
Abdul, the one that shares your name, Abdul Kareem Robinson Jr., right?
Right.
You're back out making more kids.
Before you decided to cooperate, you had also reviewed all of the phone records in this case, correct?
Yes.
So you had knowledge of what the government believed was happening in the case.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about Dominique Barner. Your words, he's a reliable hitman, right?
Yes.
For you to know that he's a reliable hitman, you must have used him as a hitman before, right?
No.
And how do you know he's a reliable hitman? Can't be the Rothermill case because they didn't kill P Money. So how is it that you know that he is a reliable hitman?
I mean, you hear things when you're in the streets.
And that's where you live. Not physically on the streets, but you are a street guy, right?
I have been one.
All right. And the marks of that are on you. You have bullet holes, right?
Said I have been.
Yes.
You have tattoos, right?
Yes.
Keem has neither.
Right.
Not a single tattoo in his body, right?
Right.
Never been shot.
Talks a big game.
That's good.
Now, let's get back to Barner, your reliable hitman. In the Rothermill case, it's Blue, that's you, right?
Yes.
Now, you also go by OG too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Blue, Butter, right? Dominique Barner,
Yeah.
and Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
That's the trio. Blue, Butter, Brown. In the Rothermill case, right? Right?
Yeah.
Now, Chris Brown, his nickname is Crazy Chris.
Right.
You know Chris Brown, obviously.
Yes.
State. All right. Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Robinson.
All right, I'm waiting for this lawyer to get started.
Remark.
Come on, brother.
It's defense one. You know what that is, right?
Yes.
He
That's a
snitched on
picture of Chris
everybody.
Brown.
Right.
And you know that's a picture of Chris Brown because you committed crimes with him.
No.
You're denying that you committed crimes with him on the Rothermill
Objection,
case?
Judge.
Yes, I'm denying.
Okay, just a moment. When there's an objection, I have to rule. What's the objection?
I withdraw based on the way it was then phrased.
Okay. Go ahead, ask the question.
Chris
She said
Brown's
try again.
co-defendant on the Rothermill case, right?
Right.
And you pled guilty on that case?
Yes.
All right. Now, this photo fairly and accurately depicts what Chris Brown looked like in January of 2020.
Yes.
Defense offers with pre-mark as defense one.
Okay, so any objection from the state? Any objection from Mr. Whitaker? No, Your Honor. Okay, then defense exhibit will be marked into evidence as defendant Robinson's number 1.
There you go. He said, how do you know someone's a reliable hitman? Hey, you just know. The streets talk.
That's Chris
all right?
Brown, right?
Leave him alone.
Can you see the monitor?
His monitor is not on.
Published all. Mike taught me better.
Well, it's off everywhere now.
There we go. Now, there we go. It takes a minute.
Okay.
That's Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
Butter pecan skin. Right?
Yes.
Not Hakeem.
No.
Dreads
Uh-oh.
down to his chin, right?
No.
He's got dreads, no?
Yes.
Some of that hair goes down to his chin.
Somebody hair on his chin?
He's swiveling his
Down
chair
to
back
his
and
chin.
forth. This
He got
guy's
hair on his
nervous.
chin.
All right. Now, Chris Brown's right around 6 feet, maybe a little bit under.
He
Right.
might, yeah, he might be about 6 feet, a little bit on.
He's a skinny guy, too, right?
Yes.
Reliable hitman,
He's
right?
also best friends with Butter.
Yes.
Crazy Chris, Chris Brown, and Butter Dominique Barner. Right?
Right.
Now, Dominique Barner, he lives that life, too, right? He's got wounds. He's got tattoos.
Yes.
He doesn't have a future in the entertainment industry.
No.
None of them do.
No.
Now, let's talk about work. Been out of custody since, roughly 2009, July 2009, you get out of custody on that federal case.
Yes.
In your life, you have never filed taxes, right?
No.
Judge, relevant.
Yes, sustained.
She said yes, sustained.
Never received a paycheck from a legitimate job.
Yes.
Now, the House of Pain, Your Instagram handle is HOP CEO, right?
Right.
That stands for House of Pain CEO.
Yes.
That's yours from back in the 90s, right?
Right.
When House of Pain, that's my era, when House of Pain was big. Right?
Right.
That's not Hakeem's era.
No.
No. You had shirts that were put together, right?
Yes.
You even have like drawings where you tried to draw out the crest for House of Pain.
Yes.
And you were hoping to build that into something legitimate, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Legitimate. The emblem, correct me if I'm wrong, is an axe on the right side, right?
The what?
Do you remember the logo that you drew?
No.
To refresh your recollection, to take a look at what you drew?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see it. We want to see it too. Y'all don't hide it.
Take a look at that. You know if that refreshes your recollection.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so the House of Pain logo that you created, it's got a house with bullet holes in it, right?
Yeah.
Below that, stacks of money, right?
Right.
A microphone.
And the relevance.
Yeah, how is this relevant?
Your Honor, do you want me to go sidebar and explain?
No, I'm going to sustain.
Okay. A House of Pain email that the government has talked so much about today, that's also yours, right?
No.
So House of Pain and everything about it is yours except the email address.
Yeah, I can't remember making no email address or House of Pain.
When the police searched your house in the U-Haul truck that was out there, they found T-shirts for House of Pain. They found other swag that you had made and these drawings for House
Why
of
do
Pain,
you pronounce swag like that?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Swag.
And again, your Instagram handle is HOPCEO.
Yes.
All right.
Other swag.
Now, let's talk about Hakee Robinson. Hakeem is 6'2", 6'3", your words?
Yes.
Well over 200 pounds?
Yeah.
230, 240?
About 2/3.
In 2019, an opportunity came his way, right?
Yeah.
He was close friends with another rapper by the name of Young and Ace, right?
Correct.
Oh,
He's
here
known Ace
goes
for a long
Young.
time.
He said swag.
Ace has gotten hugely big over the years, right?
Correct.
Now, at the time, Ace was signed by Cinematic, right?
Correct.
And at that time, Hakeem was lucky enough to get connected with Johnny Shipes, right?
Correct.
Now, this is the same guy that found Nipsey Hussle in California, right?
Correct.
Joey Badass, right?
Yeah.
T-Pain.
Yep.
So this wasn't a small deal. This wasn't Charles McCormick's song that's out there. He had a legitimate record deal.
Right.
Now, we know from Charles McCormick that people in this diss rap and this drill rap, they will rap about things that they weren't involved in, right?
Correct.
Because you said Charles McCormick was not involved in this.
Correct.
Now, you also agree that drill rap, the type rap like the video, Bang It Out, that sells, right?
Yes.
And I asked you, and I think I asked you, and it was a couple years back, sells a lot better than happy rap, like Will Smith rap,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Now, you had hopes prior to manage Ace, right?
Yes.
But he didn't take you along.
No, he already had a manager.
And then your son gets signed in 2019, right?
Right.
He's off in California shooting a music video in December, right?
I can't remember.
He didn't bring you along either.
That ain't true, man. That's not true.
What's the
He
truth?
did not agree to let you manage his career. Or is your testimony that he did, he wanted you to manage it?
Of course.
Of course not. He didn't want you to manage it.
Of course, he did.
Yet you weren't with him on any of those trips, right?
I was with him on a lot of trips.
You have no credits on any of his songs.
Yeah, leave
No,
Chris
I don't
Brown
want
out
no
of this.
credits
Leave
on
Will
this song.
Smith out
And
of
Johnny Shipes is the one that is in the records as his manager, right?
I would assume.
So let's now talk about the day before the murder. That white car that you already let us know, you drove that white car over to the JSO property facility, right?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
Now let's talk about the motive of others. Your testimony is that Hakee Robinson, who was not shot, who is not biologically tied to Willie Addison like you, that somehow he had more motive than the other people that were actually shot. Right?
Say that again.
We're talking about the people that would have had a motive to be upset at Charles McCormick, okay?
Right.
You, Butter, and Brown, Blue, Butter, Brown, I'm gonna trip over that if I say it fast. The whole thing about P Money was because you believe that he was behind Willie's murder, right?
Right.
Okay, so now Charles McCormick comes along and he's putting out a song. He's not signed to a record deal, right?
Right.
His song isn't getting any traction.
Right.
He's nowhere near the level of Ksoo, Hakee Robinson, right?
Correct.
But your testimony is that that was a motive enough for murder. That's your testimony, right?
It's this song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's a whole list of people that would be way above him to have the motive to kill Charles McCormick, right?
Right.
You?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You'd have no motive to kill a guy who's basically laughing about the night that you were shot.
I mean, not me. Should I kill him pro se myself?
Look, all I know is this. And I'll put this into
What?
question. You claim that the phone that's used by the shooter, that's registered in your name, right? Oh, excuse me, Darrell Watts, right?
Right.
And we'll get to that. You allegedly burned the clothes that Butter had on him, right?
Correct.
You break through the police perimeter to pick up
Yeah, he meant
Leroy
per
Whitaker
se. He said per se.
and Varner, right?
Come on, man. You exaggerating, man. You know it wasn't no police perimeter, none of that. You exaggerating now.
I'm exaggerating that there wasn't drones and helicopters overhead
How would I know that?
because you were driving to the location.
And I would see a drone in the air?
So we'll agree. All right, let's say the JSO. We'll let JSO answer the question whether they had a perimeter and they had hundreds of officers trying to find the shooter that was running through neighborhoods.
You really think I would have went through there if I seen all those police and all that? Or a drone and a helicopter and all that? You think I would have went up in there with my car registered in my name?
You don't want me to answer that question. So why don't you stick to answering my questions and not asking me them? It's a life you live, right? You live this life in the streets, right?
Nah.
Or wait, are you telling me that you, as the patriarch of the family, that basically these kids come by and say, hey, Blue, go do this?
They didn't call Leroy Whitaker daddy to go do it. They called me. They did. What if they would have called I would like to see how they would feel if they would have called somebody else to go pick somebody up. They
Yeah,
didn't.
get
They
them to
called
talk.
me. If I would have knew something was going on, I wouldn't have never went.
All right.
Think I'm gonna go over there in my car with my phone and knowing something going on? I would like to been, if I would like to been involved in a crime, I'd like to know that I'm involved in a crime. Let me know that, okay, it's a crime happening now. Let me know something. I was in the blind.
So you're a victim in this case, right?
I ain't gonna say I'm a victim, but I would like to know that I'm being involved in something and just ask for a ride.
All right, so then after you know about it, you're then cool with going to burn clothes, right?
Yeah, after I get to know about it, I was cool with that.
Yeah, what's a little bit of a felony, destruction of evidence.
Yeah, I did it. I like Scotty. I did.
Definitely know you didn't call 911.
Right.
That conscience only grew later when you were looking at life.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about Darrell Watts. There's a bunch of cell phones that are in the name of Darrell Watts, right?
Correct.
And the phone that was used, now, it's interesting, the government, they asked you about a bunch of phone numbers, and you remembered it off the top of your head, right?
Yeah.
But the one that they had to tell you was 478-305-9583.
Objection, Judge.
What's the grounds?
The misstatement.
Okay, I will, of course, the jury will recall the testimony that came out from the witness stand, if you'll just ask the question of the witness.
You can get him talking.
You were asked about a bunch of phone numbers, and you were able to recite them, except for one that they told you, and you just agreed, yes. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's 478-305-9583, right?
Right.
Now, that phone's under your dead friend's name, Darrell Watts, right?
Right.
You paid for that phone, right?
Correct.
And in December, you paid something like $1,000 that you owed on that phone and others.
Right.
So whoever it is that had that phone, the shooter, you supplied it to him.
Oh, I didn't know the shooter had the phone. I didn't know. I mean,
So, Darrell Watts was your best friend, right?
yeah,
He was murdered.
yeah.
To this day, you are not cleared as a suspect in that case.
Objection, Judge.
Sustained. Mr. DeCoste, just ask questions, please, that are relevant.
Probably from JSO.
An arrest has
They
not
got
been
that
made in the
information
murder
from
of Darrell
JSO.
Watts.
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
Now, you've also learned that Torgon Williams was involved in the murder of Charles McCormick, right?
He was involved.
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
You don't know that?
No,
You were a co-defendant for a while, your attorney's going to depositions, you don't know the other people that were implicated?
no.
Chris Brown?
In Charles' case?
Yes.
No, I never seen. No, I don't know that.
Janera Smith?
No.
But none of them have been charged.
Right.
Wow. Y'all give me
Now
one
let's
second.
focus on the specific day of January 15th, 2020. Your words, you didn't see Hakeem that entire day.
Correct.
Didn't see him before, right?
Right.
Didn't see him after.
Correct.
Now, you said that you were worried about him, right?
Correct.
Well, you have all these phone numbers that you have memorized. You didn't call any of them,
Correct.
but you were concerned.
Yes.
Common sense dictates that if you're concerned about your son and that what you're saying is actually true, that you would have picked up the phone and called him, but you didn't do that.
Correct. I didn't.
Chifton Hogan. First time we've ever heard it's somebody you're related to.
I'm not related to him.
Okay, but it's somebody that's a couple degrees of separation, that's tied to the family, right?
He's my baby, mother, brother.
And you know from this case that he was never charged, right?
Correct.
Yet his DNA is inside of the car. Right?
Oh, I guess.
I'm not asking you to guess. I'm saying, do you know about the evidence in the case to which you pled to?
Some of it.
All right. Are you aware that Chifton Hogan's DNA is found inside of the car?
Yeah.
So you are sure now?
Yeah.
That would stand for the proposition that DNA can end up inside of a car without somebody ever being in it, right?
I'm not sure.
So, your other son, Abdul Jr., he's not here right now, right?
Correct.
Your hope, something that has been discussed, you're hoping that in exchange for your testimony here today, that his case would be dropped. Right?
No.
You're not hoping for that?
I mean, if it do, it's good. I mean, but I can't say that.
So you're saying that that's not true, or you're saying it's not, or you're saying you do want your other son to be convicted?
So much
No,
cap.
I'm not saying I want him to be convicted. I'm not saying that I want him to be convicted. If they drop his case because of what I'm doing, great.
He doesn't care. It's self-preservation, right?
As long as you're protected, that's the most
Exactly.
important thing for you, though.
When you say protected, what you mean?
The same thing that Ms. Schlax asked you. You said, well, you know, if they drop his, well, that would be great. But your number one priority out of all of this is you.
I think I'm number 2.
Sir, you come in here as a 2-time convicted felon. Because of these other cases, you'll be convicted at least 2 more times, right?
Right. Correct.
A lifetime of crime, right?
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
You'll be a 4-time convicted felon. You've already spent 10 years in prison and approximately 5 in custody on this,
Correct.
for a total of about 15 years in custody.
Correct. Let's not forget about the 10 years that I was out free and no trouble.
But then you got into trouble again.
Right. I was out free from 2009 to 2020, no trouble.
I understand, but coming in here today and going back to the question, your number one objective is protecting yourself.
Of course.
One brief moment, Your Honor.
Okay.
This guy, man.
Mr. Robinson, one more thing. The deal with Cinematic, that occurred right in the months before this murder, right?
Yes.
Basically, right around December, they fly him out to California. He's shooting music videos, but it's right around that time that he inked that deal.
I'm not sure. I don't remember him going out to California, so I can't say.
But you can say that that deal was inked right around that time.
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Is there any redirect?
How do y'all feel about the cross-examine from the defense? I think it was good. Shines a major light on his credibility, shows this man doesn't care about anybody but himself, and he's a terrible father. Now, when it comes to him pointing the finger at his son, or his sperm donee, I don't know how you say it. Is this going to be enough? Is the jury going to see him as a credible witness? I don't think so. We'll have to see what the evidence shows as it plays out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments in the chat.